ESQUERRA. I do fashion accessory design. What I do is I do medieval battle reenactments, and started off making historical pieces, or recreating historical pieces, and basically from there I just kind of branched out into different categories. Like I do leather, I do jewelry, and I do them all with hand tools. I don't use any power tools in my accessories that I make, and I try to use historical methods a lot of times. You know, when available, because sometimes it's not always readily available. You don't know how it was done, so a lot of that information was lost over centuries. Some are directly related to time periods. For instance, I have some necklaces that are made out of Roman coins from the 4th century. I didn't drill through them because I couldn't bring myself to drill through an actual piece of history. I mean, that thing is older than everybody in this place, you know, including this state. You know what I'm talking about? It's old, and I have like a reverence for that, and a respect just for something that's, you know, been around for so long. And for me, the making of historical pieces or dealing with historical items is a way to me to pay tribute to the people and the craftsmen that came before us, because we all stand on the shoulders of these giants. I mean, you know, nobody just woke up one day and decided to, you know, carve out of marble. You know, we drew on caves. You know, there were cave paintings that came before us. You know, there was somebody that carved a piece of bone before we got to, you know, marble, or, you know, before we got to stone. And I just think that that's so amazing. And a lot of that technology and a lot of those processes are lost. And what we try to do, me and my friends try to do, me and myself, is rediscover that by doing it. And you can discover which ways work best just by using your hands and doing it yourself. And, you know, so it's rediscovery through, you know, through action. I like to tell people when they go, "What do you use for inspiration?" I say, I don't. I get up every day and I make art, because that's what a real artist did, and that's what real artists do. You know, back during those times, it was your job to go build a castle, or to, you know, carve letters into walls, or, you know, make signs, or make a chair. You know, and that's real art. That's tangible art that's lasted throughout history and, you know, throughout time, and we still see that today, and we're still in awe of the way that they do it. And real artists, they didn't have a choice. You just had to get up and you do your job, and your job was to make art. And man, I dig that so much. That's why I do it. I love it. It's a dream come true, because you know, even from when I was a little kid, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an artist. And it was actually kind of awesome to be involved in this, because it was, you know, being on the, I feel like I felt kind of fringy being involved with like art, like almost like it's art history. But it was like kind of a validation to be invited here, and it was a tremendous honor, and I was extremely humbled to do it. I got an email from Arthur here at Raw, and he goes, "Oh, I've seen your work, you know, and you know, we'd really like to show it at our next event." And I'll be honest to goodness, I thought it was spam mail. I thought it was just, I was just like, oh, okay. But then I thought about it, I was like, okay. So I go to the website, and I'm like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. I'm like, wow, it's local artists, and like, they're gonna do it here in Long Beach. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. And then I was like, okay, well, what's it gonna hurt? Like, so I just, you know, emailed back, and sure enough, it was a real live person named Arthur. and talk to him on the phone. And I'm like, well, you know what I do, right? You've like seen it, and because I just felt like we're kind of history nerds, and for somebody to look at my stuff and say like, hey man, I recognize this is art, really meant something to me. So I'm just so proud to be here and be involved with this. It's a big deal to me. Find me on Facebook at the Romani Caravan or RomaniCaravan.com. Also on Etsy and on Twitter at RomaniCaravan.com. That's me. I'm Aaron ESQUERRA, the owner of Romani Caravan. I make history real, and I'm a raw artist.